Last time we talked about the past of Alder's Blood 2018, what happened to the project, how it went on, what were the challenges along the way. 2018 was not the brightest time, but today we're talking about something more fun, the future of Alder's Blood, what we are planning to do in the nearest future. We are working on Alder's Blood in a system of milestones, so basically like we have to write down everything that we have planned to work on this particular month, and we just try to keep to it. We are kind of flexible with that system. We can change something in the future milestone if it needs to, but this is our plan. We try to keep to it. So the milestone that we are working right now, which includes the end of January and almost the whole of February, focuses on the polishing on what we already have. We have some smaller stuff that will be new on this, but its focus is mostly on polishing the gameplay, adding some quality of life elements, and also quite a big focus on the visual aspect of the game. We are reworking all of the visual assets for the UI. We are adding new terrain elements, some decorations, new textures for the ground. And there's also a little bit of a different shading to the terrain elements themselves. Soon we'll be showing you some new footage of that, so keep an eye on that on our social media. Later on, the next milestone, there will be some bigger stuff added to the gameplay. We'll be introducing damage types. This will change the balance quite a lot. So I'll be able to add different weapons, more weapons that will be way more different. Because of these damage types, the way it will work, it's basically a damage modifier. Some enemies and hunters will have different resistances to different damage types, so it can change the actual output of the damage. If someone is less resistant to a particular damage type, then he'll get some extra damage thanks to that. And on the other side, if someone is resistant to this this element or whatever, he will get less damage. It's not something groundbreaking, but I think that it should add another layer to the gameplay. There will be also some new status effects, like for example sleep or slow down. We don't have names for them yet, so that it's not really cool, but these are like placeholder names, so we know what we are working on and not lore specific names. Talking about the damage types, there will be also armors for our hunters that will change the resistances of this damage type, so you can prepare for some of the more annoying ones, or maybe your build for the party will focus on something specific. These armors will not only change the resistances for the damage types, but also can change the amount of items a hunter can carry. It may modify his movement range and the smell stat. So it can produce more or less smell depending on what type of armor he or she will be carrying. Somewhere along these lines, there should be a new tile set in the works. We have some elements for it already there. It will be something along the lines of ruins and more rocky type of terrain elements. So this is something that we are working already. There will be new enemies, like when you play some more sci-fi-ish or just modern stealth games, you usually find cameras that are on the walls, and you can start an alarm if you go in the cone of their vision. We'll be having something like that, but of course it will not be a camera, but a cursed human that is fused with a tree, right? So we have this idea of nature went rogue, and nature is also flora, right? So this is something that should represent that. So now we are working on the game for a some personal time with a publisher. This is getting quite smoothly, and there are some new ideas popping out. So we'll be trying to explore them. Maybe not this month, we'll see, but definitely soon. The focus of Alder's Blood, for me at least, should be put on the stealth mechanics, and there are some really good ideas, I think, that could develop this even more, and get this very specific feel to the gameplay of Alder's Blood. So it could be something different from the rest of these tactical games. I don't want to spoil anything right now because it could be a complete disaster, a completely bad idea, but keep an eye on that. If this will work out in the prototyping stage, then this is definitely something that will be showing on social media for the time to come. Okay, that's it. This year will definitely be an exciting one. This is the year that we plan to publish this game, right? So this is definitely the year for us. Alright, so thanks for staying with me, and stay tuned for more updates on Alder Blood.